Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Wes, the Suburban Viking. Of course, we got Dave here with us. Tell everybody, hey, Dave.
Hey,
least you could do.
that's speculative.
And we are Midgard Axe. The reason why I'm putting this video out, it's going to be a quick one. I found something. Found something that maybe some of you don't know about. And me and Dave found it. I searched the internet high and low to try and find it. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find it on the internet. Couldn't find it on their website. Could not find it anywhere other than one place. Apparently, they're not making a huge deal about it, which I don't know why. Maybe it is somewhere and I just haven't found it, but you guys are more than welcome to go try to find it yourselves. If you do find it, let me know. The World Axethrowing League has a new axe out, new throwing axe, and it's called the Berserker Throwing Axe. Looks really cool. I go on to their website, couldn't find it. Went on to Google, couldn't find it. Couldn't find it anywhere. However, I happened to go on to Amazon, and the World Axethrowing League has an Amazon store. Found it on there. Just by chance. Looking at some of the more axes to buy, I just so happened to find it. And the crazy thing too is if you go to the World Axethrowing League's Amazon store, and we'll load it up here, and if you go to, they have a tab up top that says Home, Shop All, Throwing Axes, Accessories, and Posts. If you go to the Throwing Axes tab and you scroll down, it's not in there. However, if you go to Shop All, it'll bring up the King of Diamonds, the Competition Thrower, the Ragnar, and then if you scroll a little bit farther down, you'll come to it. The World Axethrowing League Berserker Throwing Axe. World Axethrowing League Premium Competition Throwing Axe with throwing hatchet, nylon sheath, and Nordic engraved hickory wooden handle. I'll put it up on the screen now so you guys can take a look at it. It looks really cool, but I want you to take a look at it. We're going to come back to it. I want to talk to you guys about the design. Put it up here now and you'll have a look at it here. So it looks like we have the normal handle that they put on them. And it looks like on this picture here, they have a World Axethrowing League, a WATL stamped at the bottom. Now, if you go up to the top, right below the actual axe head on the handle, you will see that they have some type of stave, some type of rune stave. It doesn't look like a Vegversir. It looks more like what they are calling a Berserker stave rune. Just so you guys know, you can do whatever you want. I'm not trying to start a war here, but there is no, from what I understand, there is no Berserker stave rune. And if it is a Vegversir, if you don't know, the Vegversir is not from Viking time. It is Icelandic stave magic rune, and you can look at it on you want. I think it's from like the 17 or 1800s. That's as far back as it goes, as we know right now. So it's not from Viking times, and I don't think this has anything to do with the Berserker. It's cool they put it on there. I'd rather have it than not, but it doesn't technically represent any type of Berserker. And if you look on the back of the pole, there is a rune. It's supposed to be a Berserker rune, which there's nothing that says that's a Berserker rune either. It's from some comic book, some manga, Japanese comic book called Berserk. From what I read, I know that there's no actual historically found Berserker rune, but people say there is, and they use this thing, which I don't think there's any evidence for that for real. But getting into the actual design, I wanted to come back to the design, which was, if you guys take a look at this axe head, and I'm going to hover it over it so I can look at it while I'm talking to you about it. That is a funky looking design. We have a very straight shot from the bottom of the axe head, almost at a right angle. And then we have a point that kind of swoops down, and then it goes towards like a small little beard going towards the heel of the bit. If you guys haven't noticed, look, I think you guys can see that on the camera. It's shaped almost just like my design that I did. You guys, I did this design, I believe, either right when I did social media or right before I even started social media years ago. I did this design in this axe head. So it's pretty cool that they did something similar to my design. It's very similar. It's not exact, but it is pretty similar, which is really cool. I thought that was pretty interesting. So it is on the website right now for $123.99. For me, it says that if I buy it, it'll get delivered to me between February 19th and the 20th. So in about 7-8 days, I will be buying one of these on Friday, just so you know. I plan on getting one quick. Hopefully they don't sell out. Hopefully you guys don't go and buy them all up and then I can't buy one. But it's pretty cool. What do you think, Dave? What's your opinion on this Berserker axe? What do you think?
I think, like always, it will need an axe ritual. However, with that name, I'm very interested. Looks good.
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty cool looking. It's a pretty cool looking throwing axe. And I'm interested to see, because we know from previously when I made a video before, guys, I'll put it up, that I showed you guys, was it the end of last year when I did my Who Makes the Best Throwing Axes in December of 2024? I showed you guys that the World Axe Throwing League said that they were coming up with a line of new throwing axes this year. And I guess this is their first drop. I don't know why it's so secretive. It's nowhere other than on their Amazon store. They didn't announce it that I know of. They didn't put it on their website. There was no email that came out about it. I didn't get one. So I'm interested to know why they're taking this approach to it, why they're putting it on their Amazon store and not putting it anywhere else. Kind of interesting. I'm interested to know why that is. But it is what it is. I found it. I brought it to you. I actually found it yesterday, and I was going to make a video last night, and I forgot. I was going to make a video too about me going outside and throwing in the rain, guys. I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm a little congested. My whole family's got some type of cold. My older son was, I think he's got the flu. We're all kind of sick, guys. And it looks like a monsoon outside. I'll put a picture up of what it looks like in my backyard. It's literally standing water. It's nasty. So I'm just going to kind of take it easy for the next 2 days. It's supposed to rain for like 2 more days, and I'm just going to take it easy and do some axe stuff. And I wanted to bring this to you guys just so you know also, the next axe I've decided to do, throwing axe, is the kill shot. Yes. I know what you're thinking. Wes, does that look like the competition throwing head? It does. However, I will tell you, taking off the plastic here, the pole area in here and the eye is extremely thin, and it's not nearly heavy as the competition thrower. So I think this one will be a little bit better. I will tell you guys, the grind on this one is, I don't know if you can see that from here, it's way better. The bit is way better. The cheeks are a lot thinner. I think, if you want my honest opinion, we know how manufactured axes come all different sometimes. They're not all the same. I think maybe I got a nasty one on that competition thrower. I just happened to get a bad one. This one looks a way better. We do have a fiberglass handle. And this head is pretty heavy. It's not light by any means. So I'm interested to see, maybe with misses from distance, if this fiberglass handle is going to hold up to misses with this heavier head. Something we'll test. While I got you on here, guys, if you want to, real quick, I'm going to run through what is on my list next to buy. And I've got a pretty good Amazon list going. And I thought maybe we could just kind of go through and I would show you guys what I have on my list real quick and give you an idea of what I have coming up. And if you guys want to throw into the comments section when this is over what you would like to see me do soon, please do. I want your opinion and I want your feedback. I know Dave always has his opinions on the matter, don't you, buddy?
Well, you need a sensible voice of reason.
Yeah, he always does. Thanks, Dave. We really appreciate him, don't we, guys?
I saw that.
Anyway, so I'm going to throw this up on the screen here. This is kind of up first on my list. It's not a dedicated throwing axe, but it is the Beavercraft camping hatchet. I really did enjoy the Beavercraft AX1. Like I told you guys before, the Ragnar was very similar to the Beavercraft AX1. It mimicked it pretty well from up top. I thought it was pretty cool, and I did enjoy the comparison of the two. It looked really cool. And the Berserker, not the Berserker, but the Beavercraft AX1, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I did a review on it. That thing flew really well. Show you guys this one, the Beavercraft camping hatchet by Beavercraft. It's called the AX3. Should be up on your screen now. I do really enjoy that axe head. I know the handles probably don't hold up very well. They come a little dry, but we can always have the new handle on there if we need to. But that axe head is cool looking. It really is. I do like the lug design, how it comes to a point, and that really huge bit they got on this thing for a smaller hatchet. From what I understand, if I go look here at the information on this, I'd have to go to specifications. It looks like it's coming in at about 13 inches long, so not an extremely long hatchet, but that bit, guys, is pretty daggone big. Let me put a picture up here and I'll show you. That bit's coming in at 4.6 inches long from toe to heel. And I do like the rounded bit on it. It looks like a mini Dane axe almost. It's pretty cool looking. So that's why it kind of like brought me to buying this thing, I think, because I do like the pattern. It says it has some splitting abilities. So I am a little concerned about the bit design and the cheeks on it. From what I see from the pictures, though, it looks like the cheeks on here are not very thick. They look like they're about as thick as the Gränsforsbruk broad axe. So I should not have any issues sticking that thing in my target at all. Next up on the list is we have the Cold Steel Spike Hawk, Frontier Hawk. They call it both by Cold Steel. This one looks really cool. Has a spike on the back with a pretty cool looking bit design and cheek design on there. I'm not going to show you the World Axe Only axes I plan on getting. Too bad you're going to have to wait on that. And then we have a few other Cold Steel axes that I plan on getting that are mostly tomahawks. Some type of friction fit style axes that I've told you guys before that I've really wanted to get into this year. These are just a few that I found on here that stuck out to me that I thought might make good flyers. I don't know too much about them. I didn't go do a lot of research on them, but their reviews are up here. I do see the reviews and they got pretty good reviews. One was the Cold Steel Norse Hawk American, which does have a Dane pattern style head, almost like the Beavercraft AX3 I just showed you guys, which is really cool. I'll put that up on screen now. The Frontier Hawk was another one that I was interested in getting, which is pretty basic in design. The Cold Steel Drop Forged Tomahawk, not very expensive at all. Got pretty good reviews. It looks pretty cool. And then we have the Pipe Hawk. I've had quite a few people tell me about the Pipe Hawk. I don't have an experience with it. It does look like it has more of a smaller bit, but it does look like just in my opinion, a Francisca axe, but with a hammer pull on the back, which looks pretty cool. And then we have the Cold Steel Drop Forged Tomahawk. It does have a cool design in it. It looks like almost like a heart that's been cut into the actual axe head, which is reminiscent of the cross that was cut into some of the Viking style or the Viking axes that we found of historic origins, where they would, I forgot, there's a name for it, guys. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head now, but they cut a triangle in it with a cross in it. There's a specific name. Sorry, I can't remember what it's called, but there are some really cool ones on here by Cold Steel that I really want to get into with you guys. And they look like they're going to be really good flyers. So we'll get those in soon too. So that's it, guys. Just want to talk to you guys about what I had coming up, what I found, and getting your guys' opinion on what you think I should review coming up in the near future. Dave, anything you want to add to this before we get out of here? Anything you want to tell the folks before we leave? I'm going to kind of hand it over to you for a second.
I had no talkers on my axe ritual discounts, so you will all pay full price now. I hope all of your axe handles break.
You just never know what's going to come out of Dave's mouth, do you? Anyway, guys, we're out of here. Appreciate your support. Sorry that this wasn't a throwing video, but it was a kind of a shorter video, just kind of catching you guys up. And I really wanted to tell you about the Berserker axe. So there we are. You guys know, you've seen it. I've shown it to you. And I'm really interested to see what else they have coming up this year. I really am. I think they're going to come out with some really cool designs. And I really hope they do this every year. That'd be cool. Even if they drop like 2 or 3 a year, maybe 1 a quarter of the year, that'd be really cool. I really would enjoy that. I could do deep dives into them. So, but thanks for all your support, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments about what you want coming up, put it in the comments section. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the information. Me and Dave are going to go eat some pizza because we're starving. But until next time, guys, see you.
There better be anchovies this time. I don't do pineapple. Who puts pineapple on pizza?